Heading west from Shiprock, the elevated views to the north still grace the landscape. The southeast corner of Utah was a place I knew nothing about before this trip. Now it resonates with me anytime I think of the American West. In the little town of Mexican Hat, we could sneak in a burger and a beer and go down to the San Juan River to digest. Northwest of Mexican Hat is a wild ride up cliffside switchbacks called the Moki Dugway Pass. It's a hairy 3 miles that takes you up 1,200 feet to the top of Cedar Mesa. From this point, you can see Valley of the Gods, Goosenecks, and Monument Valley. You crazy?
Yeah, kind of.
Goosenecks is one of those places that gives you deja vu, even though you've never been there before. Its curves are so artistically perfect that it demands your attention. During the Monument Upwarp, the river here cut extremely fast and created one of the world's most textbook examples of curves that are called incised meanders. A 1,000 feet up, it makes you feel pretty trivial in comparison to what forces shape this continent with or without us.
Oh wow, there's probably a super cool waterfall there when there's water. That's awesome.
Looking south, you can see Alhambra Rock and Monument Valley. The San Juan River is the same river that we crossed over back in Shiprock, and it dumps into the Colorado River just southwest of here when it hits Lake Powell. A river can develop meandering curves only in a flat landscape. Picture the river's current shape as something that was frozen in time, basically, due to the rock uplift. The river was more or less at its exact elevation before the uplift began. And back to the north at Cedar Mesa, the imposing cliffs decorate the distance. You can camp right on the cliffsides at Goosenecks, and supposedly it's one of the best places in Utah to view the stars due to almost no light pollution. We weren't the only people that wanted to pull over on the side of the road and hang out at the spot where Forrest Gump stopped running. That's as American as you can get. About 270 million years ago, ocean came right up to the edge of the valley. Waves beat on granite and eventually created 1,000-foot tall sand dunes. Red mud present was compressed into shale. The Rocky Mountain water runoff in this area not only eroded, but brought silt, gravel, agates, and huge logs. And we can see examples in petrified wood around these parts. The colors really tell the story of this time in our geological history. John Ford Point, named after the American director, is probably the most iconic spot. He filmed The Searchers, which was one of 5 John Wayne movies filmed in Monument Valley. There was a huge volcanic event around 25 million years ago when uplift created cracks in the earth which allowed lava to the surface. It's really too bad we didn't have more time in this area. I hear you can get the best tours on horseback by hiring a Navajo guide, and there's Anasazi art left from the people who, to our best knowledge, originally settled here thousands of years ago. On the second day of our adventure, we concluded with one of the most American sunsets I could have ever imagined.